Welcome to Control, a game which revolves around the phenomena that violate the laws of reality, which includes psychokinetic powers, shifting walls, dangerous objects, you name it. With this, we'll be grinding all 67 achievements that this game has to offer. The game starts with Jesse Faden, who arrives at the Federal Bureau of Control, aka FBC, seeking for her kidnapped brother. Arriving at the director's office, we discover the lifeless body of Strange and pick up his weapon. We get teleported to the astral plane, and after picking up the gun again, we unlock Choose to be Chosen, and then the board appoints us as the new director of the FBC. Exiting Trench's office, we are attacked by FBC agents possessed by the hiss. On our way towards the next objective, we find the first control point, which after we cleanse it, the entire room shifts. Here we find Emily Pope, which we agreed to aid in reclaiming the building and containing the hiss in exchange for Dylan's whereabouts, and so we unlock Welcome to the Oldest House. On our way towards the communication room, we find a giant floppy disk, and after cleansing it, we gain a telekinesis ability and unlock Paranatural Powerhouse. Further on, we get to fight Dr. Tomasi, but he flees before we get to defeat him. After finding and using an object of power known as the Hotline, we communicate with Trench and he tells us to find his management team. On the way, we make sure to pick up any collectibles, and doing so unlocks Strange Collection. We meet Emily again and she tells us that we can find one of the team members in the research section, but to get there we need to lift the lockdown via the maintenance room, and so we unlock Unknown Caller. We make a quick stop at the control point where we craft our shatter weapon and spend our ability points, which unlocks Para-Utilitarian. Progressing further, we are pulled into the astral plane where we cleanse a carousel horse, unlocking shifting positions and the new ability called Evade. On our way towards the power plant, we manage to unlock ritualistic thinking for cleansing 5 control points. We find a training area in which cleansing the object of power gives us a new shield ability and unlocks insular telekinesis. Meanwhile, we also unlock unstable matter for killing 50 enemies using the launch ability. After lifting the lockdown, we return to Emily while also picking up any collectibles along the way, which unlocks yet another achievement called Record Keeper for finding 80 collectibles. Speaking with Emily also unlocks Directory Override. While exploring the research section, we unlock Ritual Intuition for cleansing 10 control points. After a long exploration session, we finally manage to get in touch with Marshall and we help her secure the production of more HRS. Unfortunately, after turning the machine on, the prism shatters and we have to pick up a new one from the maintenance section, which unlocks Old Boys Club. The next achievement we unlock is Proper Handling Procedures for using the launch ability to throw a rocket back to the enemy. We also find another object of power, and cleansing it, we get the Seize ability, which also unlocks Psychic Occupation. After using it on 10 enemies, we unlock the Cognitive Intruder. We explore some more, and after finding 120 collectibles, we unlock the Bureau Archivist and then the War Games achievement for completing 5 board countermeasures. We then return to Marshall with the prison, and she reveals that our brother Dylan, known to the Bureau as Prime Candidate 6 or P6, was supposed to succeed Trench as the new director. However, after killing several Bureau agents, Dylan was deemed too dangerous and locked away in the containment section. With this, we also unlocked Threshold for completing the 5th mission. Progressing further, we unlock the Para-Nature collection for collecting 100,000 souls, and then we find 2 more side missions, and completing them unlocks the importance of synergy. We find another object of power which unlocks the levitate ability and rising thought achievement. We use the new ability to cleanse yet another object of power, and this unlocks living archetypes. We also get a notification that a bureau alert activated, and after completing it, we get first on the scene. We make a quick stop at the control point, and after spending a few ability points, we get our next achievement called Career Development for unlocking 3 personal mod slots. Going forward, we arrive to our brother's cell only to learn that he has escaped and surrendered to the bureau in the executive sector, and so we unlock my brother's keeper. We find another astral plane through a fridge where we have to kill a giant bug, unlocking the astral phenomena. Completing 2 of the jukebox challenges adds up to the 10 side missions, which unlocks interdepartmental cooperation. And then we upgrade our weapon to level 3, which unlocks the non-standard issue. We unlock 2 more achievements for killing multiple enemies called Interdimensional Defender, and another one for killing a huge plant which is called Aggressive Growth. After some more exploration, we get enough ability points to unlock the Expert Para-Utilitarian achievement. After that, we go talk with Dylan, and he reveals that he embraced the Hiss and that the Hiss entered the oldest house through the slide projector, which is one of Bureau's objects of power. Then, after cleansing 25 control points, we unlock Discerning the Pattern. We manage to find and fight a mirror image of ourselves, which unlocks the altered manifestation may occur, an outfit, and as well as FBC Crisis Solution Task Force for completing 15 side missions. Further on, we complete a few bureau alerts in order to unlock crisis management. And then we finish the 7th story where we find out that the slide projector was taken to the research sector, which unlocks Face of the Enemy. On our way through the investigation sector, we managed to find a Justin Bieber fan. Baby, yeah. And after defeating him by turning on the lights, unlocks familiar methodologies. Further on, we find a broken wall, and entering it, we unlock Chief Investigator for finding 80% of the hidden location in the investigation sector. After a while, we craft a surge weapon, and throwing an object with a bomb stick to it to the enemy unlocks Work Smarter, Not Harder. After some more encounters with Heartmen and fighting off more enemies, we unlock Surge Protector for killing 50 enemies with the Surge. Not long after, we unlock In-Depth Investigation for finding 80% of the collectibles in the investigation sector. And in the end, we find Heartman for the last time, and after defeating him, we unlock the 3rd thing. Here we are ambushed shortly by loads of airborne rangers, which also gets us to unlock the Elevated Mind. After that, we unlock Rush Job for killing 100 enemies with the Shield Rush ability. We then fight Jesse once again and unlock Workplace Recreation for playing a game in arcade mode. Further on, we need to find Artie by following his visions, and this unlocks Finish Tango. On our way to the next main story quest, we stop to kill Dr. Tomasi, which unlocks the Head of Communication, and then the Vending Spree achievement for destroying 80% of the altering vending machines. Then we make our deployed ranger kill 5 enemies, which unlocks the Supporting Staff achievement. Or at least we hope so. Not too long after, we also managed to unlock Astral Tactician for completing 25 board countermeasures. Moving forward, we don't find the slide projector, but we find Polaris, which is destroyed a few moments later by the hiss, which unlocks the Polaris achievement. In the end, we managed to find the slide projector and cleansing the hiss from Dylan leaves him in a coma, and we unlock Take Control. After that, we proceed to a control point and spend some more ability points, which unlocks Master Para-Utilitarian. Jumping over to the DLC, the first achievement we obtain is called Multiple Applications for using a multi-launch to hit 3 targets. After some time, we managed to unlock our next achievement called Astral Plumbing for discovering the Astral Plane restroom. We also find the former once again, but this time he grants us a new ability, Enraging the Board. Not too long after, we also unlock Make Unmake for using the Shape and Fracture 100 times. Further on, we get to play in a movie where we have to chase a camera, and by doing so we unlock Star Performance. After some more exploration, we managed to unlock Hostile Work Environment for killing 50 hits sharpened. Further on, we managed to find all hidden location in the DLC, which unlocks Niche Position. After completing the story and the side missions, we also unlock a Strong Foundation. After finding all the cats, we open the door towards a cat temple, which gives us a pair of cat ears and unlocks one of us. We pick up our last collectible and we unlock Subterranean Research. And our next and final stop is a control point where we unlock our last achievement called Surge of Power for upgrading the Surge to the max level. Personally, I enjoyed the game a lot. The gameplay and actual story is heavily narrated, and Jessie gives her peace of the mind about the event as it goes.
Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
We unlock abilities as we play, as well as different types of guns, and every upgrade makes the character more formidable. Combat-wise, if you don't find throwing stuff at the enemies as fun as I do, you likely feel the combat fall flat. In regards to the DLC, The Foundation, I was not able to pay as much attention as I wished to, since the game was crashing every few minutes, which tilted me so much that I almost gave up the game. In terms of the achievements, some of them were heavily delayed and I didn't exactly know if I managed to unlock it or not. With this being said, this is the wrap on another amazing gaming session. Until next time, the real world awaits.